guys, and welcome to TaylahTalk. Today we're doing Let's Talk About. We're going to talk about something that pretty much everyone doesn't like, or everyone either has an amazing experience or a horrible one. We are talking about high school and just how it is. Like, let's be honest, it's not the greatest thing in the world. I'm going to talk about my experience and kind of just give you like pointers, I guess. I don't know, I wouldn't really trust my opinion because I didn't really have a good experience. But then again, by not having a good experience, it could be useful. Let's just see how this goes. Let's get started. So basically, I'm just going to give you a rundown on my story and how horrible high school was for me. Being a bigger person in high school is always going to be hard. It doesn't matter like how big you are, whatever. Like the second you hit some kind of like size, they're just like boom, attack you. Like it's really annoying. I was gonna say childish, but you're literally all children. So, but with high school for me, I started getting bullied like the day I walked in. Like there's always someone in the room that is gonna have something negative to say about you. That doesn't necessarily mean for everyone, but I'm saying personally for me, there was never a day that went by in high school that there wasn't something that someone picked on for me. I changed schools, like because the way Australian high school works, it goes from 7 to 12. I changed schools about like just when year 8 started because I was in a Catholic school and I felt very like isolated and like I didn't belong, which is weird. And so I moved to a public school, and the public school was really good for like the first 2 years I was there. Like I wasn't bullied as much. I had a lot of friends. The connection between people there was really strong, and I was really like taken aback by how close everyone was. But it was like the second we got split apart in year 10, everyone just kind of turned evil, to say it in a weird way. I'm a very sociable person. Like I don't really care if you say negative things about me. I just want to associate with you. But if you like anyone else, I kind of give a shot, and I spend time with people. I hopped around groups a lot because I kind of would get bored, or people would start talking shit and I just wouldn't want to deal with it. So I'd move groups. By the time I hit year 10, it got to the point where I was kind of down to like the last group that existed in my grade, and I was starting to get really bullied at that point, and it got to the point where even they started bullying me, and that's when it started to affect me mentally. Like I started developing anxiety and depression, and it just got really overwhelming to the point where the thought of walking in the gate for school like made my heart pound, and it was like terrifying. With saying that, I just kind of took it upon myself to remove myself from that situation. Not that that's the answer to everything. Like high school, you're gonna get bullied. It's just part of it. Like most of the time the teachers don't care, most of the time like other people just don't care, like they're just like, you're getting bullied, tough shit. Like, but it is super frustrating when you're in that situation and like no one wants to help you. Because like you can defend yourself and defend yourself and defend yourself, but these people are just gonna believe what they want to believe. And that's what sucks about high school as well. It's like, it's just all bullshit. For me personally anyway. I should refer to my school as shit, like me, where I went. Got to the point where with year 10, basically you sit a test, and if you pass, you could leave school, or you could keep going to year 11 and 12. I personally wanted to leave before the test. Like I was like, I don't need school. I'm gonna just do it, get it on with, and just disappear. Just so I don't deal with these people anymore. And I really thank, even to this day, my vice principal. Her name was Miss Taylah. That's weird, right? I feel like I can't give her name out. She like sat me down and was like, you really need to do these tests. What they did is that she agreed that I could essentially do schoolwork out of school for the last term. So for like 2 months, I was just at home doing work and like preparing myself for these tests. And then she gave me special provisions for the test. So basically, instead of sitting in a giant hall surrounded by all the students in my grade, I was put in a room with one other person who was essentially like a marker, and they would like watch me do the test to make sure I didn't cheat. I found that so much better because, first of all, there was no distractions. I had just myself. I got the test done a lot faster, and because I'm only one person, like when I was done, we could just leave. The only time I had to sit in the room with the other students was during the computer test. And the computer test, they still kind of isolated me because I was like, there was like computer rooms next to a library, and I was inside the library on those computers when they were in the computer room, like doing the test there. But I still could feel my heart pounding, and I was just like so anxious. Like they literally probably wouldn't even say anything to me. They'd probably just be like, oh, she still goes here, like that'd be it. But I just like, just the thought of knowing they're there freaked me out. I hated it. But I did the test as fast as I could and got out of there. Essentially, I was going to sign out of school and be done in year 10 and be like, I'm done. Like, a couple of days before school was going to go back for year 11, Miss Taylah called, I'm assuming my dad, I doubt she called me, and she was like, come in so we can talk. She basically talked me into staying. She goes, write down a list of everyone who's ever made fun of you, or that makes you feel this way, see if they still go here. And literally, there was one person left on that list. So that proves the kind of quality of people that were making fun of me. So there's a good chance they were only making fun of me because, like, I don't know, I guess they had their own insecurities or something, because they all dropped out of year 10. And I don't really know where they are now, but I can't imagine it's like that great of a place. So when I started year 11 back, I had 0 friends. I was just by myself, and I kind of tried I didn't want to make a lot of friends because I knew how bad everyone treated me, and it kind of just made me want to like take a step back and just be like, focus on you, Taylah, this is about you, get it done. It's only like a year and a half-ish, maybe a little bit longer, and then you're done. And I remember for probably like the first term, I was just alone. And I kind of liked it in a weird way because like didn't have to deal with any of the drama that comes with high school. But then I started making friends. Like I only had maybe like a handful of friends, but maybe not even that, maybe like half a handful of friends. Like, let's be honest, Taylah. To this day, I still appreciate them, even though I'm not friends with really any of them anymore. Like if we see each other, we'll say hi. I currently only speak to 2 people I ever went to high school with. And one of them is my best friend Alana, who also began by being a bully to me. But I don't know how we're friends, to be honest. Like, I think I don't know, I think we just almost like started again, but yeah, now I can't imagine my life without her. It's weird. It's weird how the world works. But yeah, and my other friend I see like occasionally, but we're still, like, we're pretty close. Yeah, basically I just like stuck to my group of friends, really concentrated because I wanted to be, like at the time I wanted to be a photographer. That was my passion, that's what I wanted. So basically I spent as much time as I could in the art room. We were allowed in there during lunch and recess, and I'd spend like every other recess and lunch in there just doing stuff, like working towards my end goal. I remember when it came time for graduation, I literally got a photo with like 3 people, walked across the stage, got my diploma, and then I left. I didn't stay for like the brunch, I just didn't want to know about it. I was like, not interested, like, I don't owe you guys anything, I'm going, bye, sayonara, bitches. Just like walked out and like went home, took off my uniform and was like, it's over, like it's done. I don't have to see these people ever again. And I think it took like a good week for that to like completely sink into my brain that it's like all done, and it felt like liberating. It was great. The younger years of high school for me, like between like 9 and 10, were hard also. Like I was bullied. I also, like I had people who like kind of just made it their mission to make my life miserable. I had like things thrown at my head. I've had like a grown-ass dude in like 11, 12 like pick up a sandwich and like shove my face into it, like trying to force feed me a sandwich. Like I've had anything you could possibly imagine. I've had kind of like, well, I don't know what you call it, but it's when they get like a deodorant can and pierce a hole in it and they try and essentially set it on fire, so essentially it'll explode. If you throw it, it'll explode and it could potentially catch you on fire, I guess. But obviously it didn't come near me, it like went past me, thank God. I've had every name under the sun being called. I've had, I remember one year for Valentine's Day, one of the guys in the classroom paid another guy to hug me. It's like, I'll give you $20 if you touch her. And I went home crying. Because I remember being like, wow, people have to pay to touch me, like, I'm expensive. No, I'm kidding. It like destroyed my self-esteem. There was no room for me to date in high school because like the amount of bullying, like there was no way that if someone chose to date me that they would be so like bullied to the point where they would want to break up with me. So I just didn't bother trying at all. I mean, it's not to say I didn't have crushes and things, but I never like went to the point where I really wanted to date someone. Except for once, I guess, but that might be another story time I can probably tell. I haven't thought about that guy in a while. I remember a video that was filmed by a friend. I consciously remember her filming it and I go, don't like put this anywhere, like it's just us having fun. And she basically gave it to someone who like just didn't like me at all and put it on the internet, and it went kind of viral. It went viral in the sense of it went like around my school, and at the time that was viral. And I would have been like 15, and I remember just wanting to die. Like I didn't want to exist anymore. People were just so cruel. It was on MySpace. That's how old this is. It was just me dancing around the living room to Demi Lovato. I'm pretty sure the song was Get Back. That's how old this is. And I was just dancing around with a hairbrush singing like Demi Lovato does in Camp Rock. Okay, just understand Demi Lovato was everything to me. I thought it was fun, and then everyone made fun of me for it. People pull it up at school and like sit in front of me and be like, look how many views it has now. It has like 500 views. Like, people love it. And like people, like popular girls would come up to me and be like, oh, do you know this thing? I'm like, yes, I'm aware, it's on the internet. Like, go away. My advice in high school is kind of just like, find the friends that are worth sticking by. If I found concrete friends, like in the beginning, I would have just stuck by them, especially even if it's one or two. Like the concrete friends I had in year 11 and 12, I value them so much, and I wish I was friends with them like all through high school, because it would have made my high school experience so much easier. Don't rely on the superficial side of things, like if people are popular or if they're this or they're that. Like, that is seriously not important. What matters is if they're a good person. Like, if they're a dick, what are you doing being friends with them? Like, who cares if they're like, if all the guys like run to them? Like, there's a reason why they run to them, and it's not something you want to be a part of. But if you're a part of it, I'm not slut shaming. Just saying, in high school, it's not really the best thing to do. And my advice, I'm just trying to think what else I can say to help you guys, because like I said, my experience was not really that great. Understand that high school is kind of just a thing that happens. Like, it's just something that you've got to do as a human being, and sometimes it's not the best, sometimes it is the best. If you are having a hard time in high school, understand that like it's so temporary. Like, I love real adult life. Like, I can't adult yet, like I'm still trying to adult, but of the world outside of high school. It's amazing how you form friendships and how you keep friendships, and how it's so much easier. I mean, real life gets harder once you leave high school because like work and jobs and bills and things like that. But like socially, I feel like it's so much easier. It's kind of harder to make friends because obviously you're not surrounded by people constantly. But the friends you do have, you're just like so close, and you just spend like, it's quality time, and it's so much better. Because in high school, you're kind of forced to hang out. Like, you're kind of forced to be together because you see each other every day. When you actually have to choose to be with someone, like to choose to go hang out with them, it makes the friendship so much stronger, because it's like we're willing to like tolerate each other for a few hours. And it's just a lot easier and a lot more fun, and it feels more validated. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Basically, to end it, I'm just gonna say, if you're struggling in high school, it will be over soon. And just in the meantime, just focus on you. Like, seriously, in high school, like, just worry about you, worry about your grades, worry about like just about getting by. Just study, do your thing, like get educated, because while everyone else is worried about who's popular and blah blah blah, you'll be getting the brains, and you'll become the brain surgeon, and you'll make $1 bajillion because you'll have to fix their brains. Was that bitchy? But thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe for more. We are so close to 300, it's unbelievable. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye!